It's time to get on up with Jam and Renee. And here's your hosts, James Arthur M. and Renee Culver.
Hey guys, this is Get On Up with Jam and Renee. It's our first show. I'm the producer. I'm producer Nick. If you don't know, this will be pretty much, what's going on in this slot. I'm first show, so we're getting a little wonky things going up. I'll intro the show as we're moving into it. How's your morning going? I hope everything is going on your liking a little bit. It's an interesting start to the day. Jam and Renee are slowly lowering themselves in, and here is Jam, the man of the hour. Jam, come on in and introduce yourself.
What is? Hey everybody, good morning. This is live restream here on Backchannel, and anything can happen. We're just all figuring it out. It is the first day, so welcome to Backchannel, the only place to listen to, watch, and chat with hosts of live shows right here on your Echo device. You all are watching Get On Up with Jam and Renee. I am your morning Jam, James Arthur M. And we got Renee.
She's not here yet. She's still logging in.
That's all right. Well, in a moment, y'all, we're gonna have Renee Culver here. Maybe Nick, you can text her and chat with her because I think she's just trying to figure out.
I'm doing exactly that right now.
All right, perfect. Well, this is the first show. There's got to be some bumps along the way, and we're gonna work it all out, y'all. We're so excited to be here. Just some housekeeping. If you're like, where am I? How did I get here? What is this thing? So we're going to be here every morning, 7 to 9 in the morning. I know you're so excited. I'm excited to get on up with you all every day. It's going to be fabulous. And now how to get here each and every day. All you have to do is say into your device. All you have to do is say open Backchannel, and then you're going to be here. And then boom, you're going to see my face. You're going to see Renee's face. Or that's Nick's face, but eventually it'll
be
now.
Renee's face. It's an okay.
This feels a little showgirlsy. I'm just gonna say. Did you push her down the stairs? What happened?
I gotta say, it's a temporary circumstance, right? Like she's doing good. She's all right.
All right. So, and here's the best thing that I love about Get On Up and what it is that we are doing here is y'all get to interact and chat with us. We want to hear from you all here. Absolutely want to hear it on the chat. All you do is write comment. All you do is say comment into your device, comment, and then you say the words that come out of your mouth, and that's where it's gonna be. And we're gonna see it. We're gonna see the words that you're saying. It's gotta be interactive. You're going to be here right along the way. It looks like we've got 5 folks here, assuming I'm in the right dashboard. We're hoping so. We're hoping. I know producer Nick set us up for success. We've got Nathan from Texas, Anthony from Ohio. Am I right, Nick? Or am I in the right space? There we go. We got a good morning. Okay. Thank you, Kobe. I appreciate it. I thought I was losing my mind, or that maybe I was in a weird space in the Matrix. We're in the right space. Now all that's missing is Renee. And I think if you all say into your device, comment, bring us Renee. I think if 3 people say it, I think we'll get it. It's like a Tinkerbell situation.
It's one of those things, right? It's like a Rumpelstiltskin type situation.
Absolutely. And just so you all know how the sausage is made, Nick, if you can make sure that Renee has the right link, because I did not have the right link.
Oh, I've been sending them constantly to her.
Okay. Great. All right. Cool. All right. So we'll get her here. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fabulous. And I can't wait for you to meet her, because she's literally one of my favorite peoples in the entire world. So there it is. Okay. So what are we going to do today? You're like, James, what is this? Are you just going to wear that cute Marvel shirt all morning? Well, yes, I'll be doing that and some more things. We got a lot of things that we're going to do today. So first coming up, we are going to be getting to know each other. We're going to play 2 truths and a lie. And Tuesday is it's identity crisis. We don't really know what Tuesday is. And so, Wednesday, it's the hump day. Friday, we're getting ready for the weekend. Monday, you get a case of the Mondays, but we're going to, as a team, as the Get On Uppers, we're going to figure out what is Monday. There she is. It
there
worked.
She is.
Wow.
It worked.
Wow.
We're so glad to
Look
see
at
her
that.
here.
Well,
Renee.
well.
Nick had to fill in for you for a moment,
Uh-oh.
but Nick,
Get
I
on
think
out of here, Nick.
So much pressure.
I
So
think
much
we
pressure.
got it.
All right,
Sabotage.
I'm
I
gone.
think we got it, Nick. I think we got it. All right, Nick. We'll see you a little bit later on in the show. Thank you, Nick, for filling in
I
for
gladly
Renee.
can.
Oh, now it's just Nick.
Nope.
Okay,
Now
what's
it's just me.
happening?
It's one of those things.
All right. Are you just gonna hang out here?
I'm gonna hang out
Nick?
for a second, and then I'll.
Yeah, get
I'll
out of
Okay.
here. I don't need
I'll
you.
make
Get
my
on
exit.
out of
Give
here.
me a second. Give me a second. I'll make my exit.
Clearly, we did not rehearse this. Renee, good morning. Can you
Hello.
just say hello? I'm so glad you're here. I missed you.
So,
That
I'm
was the
so
most
happy to see you.
terrifying. That was the most
I'm
terrifying 5
so
minutes of my
happy to
life.
see it. Do you
It
want to
was.
hear what happened?
What
I did the
happened?
thing where I was
It
in a
wasn't
different
my. Was
link.
it my fault? Was it?
Oh, I
I
certainly
maybe
don't
sent you
think
the wrong
so.
link.
I
Oh
don't think so.
no.
But I was sitting there thinking, guess who's figured it out? Waiting for you to. Turns out I was the bozo. Sitting in the wrong link.
Oh, but
No
Renee,
fun.
all good
Yes.
things come, it's all good. We're so glad to, if you all can give Kobe, you seem very active here in the back channel. Already said good morning. Kobe, can you give a
Kobe.
hello to Renee? Make her feel welcome. All you do
Oh.
is into your device, say comment, hello, Renee. Or they're
Hello.
they've been waiting
Hello.
for you. They were waiting for you.
I appreciate it, you guys. I missed you so much. I missed you so much. Thank you for waiting. And how very dare I this early in the morning? You know what I think? It's like when you have to wait for coffee. You're like,
Yeah.
no, that needs to be ready. I can't.
No, thank you.
I can't
Need
be
that now.
stalled first
And
thing
look
in
at
the
that,
morning.
Kobe. Kobe, you're getting all the snaps, all the snaps. You are already our get on upper of the day. It's a new thing we just started because you're the most active one in the chat, y'all. You're the most active one in the chat. Still waiting to hear from Nathan from Texas. Is it too much, Nathan? Is it too much? Okay, Renee, I was just gonna tell
Catch
them
me up. What have I missed? Tell me everything.
Nothing.
Right.
You missed Nick and I did a dance off. He won.
Oh.
I can't.
Sounds like Nick.
He's too
That
talented.
sounds like Nick. All
He's
right.
too talented. I can't.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nick won the dance off, so you missed that.
Okay.
Wink, audience.
All right. Okay, audience is with you. They agree.
So we're just going to talk to them about what we're going to do today, Renee. And I was going to tell them. So we're running over the agenda. What's on the agenda?
Yes. What is this itinerary? Walk them through it. Let them know.
So we're going to play. We want to get to know you all, and we want you to get to know us. So we're going to play Two Truths and a Lie. Renee, I was also telling them about Tuesday's this identity crisis thing, and we're going to figure out what is Tuesday. What do we name it?
Sure.
It's Mondays. You got the Monday.
Right.
The
No,
case
it
of
needs
the
a
Mondays.
reputation. It needs a reputation. Yeah.
So we're gonna figure that out today. Get on uppers. Oh, we've got work to do, but it'll be fun. And it's Tuesday. You started your week, and maybe you're a little stuck, right? Tuesday's the day of so we're gonna come up with some good productivity habits to help you get your morning started. And then Renee and I have been looking at the news. We've seen a thing or two, and maybe you've seen a thing or two. We're gonna share some top headlines that are catching our eyes, and then we're gonna play top five. So we're gonna count top 5 TV shows in 2021. Our opinion. Can't wait to hear what your top 5 shows of 2021 were. We'll find out later, and then we're gonna close out with some gentle reminders. We got some mantras and advice to set you off on your day. Renee, what an action-packed morning.
We're gonna be exhausted. We're gonna take a little nap after this.
I mean, get on up and then get on down.
The morning show will get you up and put you right back to bed.
Oh wow. All right. And then we just got someone new just joined in. Tim from New Hampshire. Hello. Welcome to Get On Up. We're so glad that you're here. Feel free to shout out your device. You don't have to shout. Maybe you can. I actually don't know how sensitive device is. I'm not on the tech side of things and just a pretty face. But you say comment. You can say hello, Renee and Jam. If you want, or there we go. Wow, look at all these hellos.
Oh, so many hellos.
Renee, you got a real nice. Renee, real nice. Look at you, Renee.
I got a real nice.
You are a real.
Were they
nice
saying?
Lady.
Looks like you halfway dried your hair.
No, they love those bangs. You just they love it. They love it. They're fans.
You guys are the best.
Renee, let's help them get to know you a little bit more. What is the Reader's Digest version. Oh, is Renee frozen? Or is it just
Oh,
me?
let's see.
Oh, she's back. I
Moving
see
here.
you.
She's moving here.
I can hear your voice. Renee, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are
I
you?
love you so much. How did this happen to any of you? Why has this been dropped into your morning? So my name is Renee. I'm living in Los Angeles. I am one of those hyphenate folks who has had multiple jobs over the years. So for me, started out as a dancer, worked at theme parks. We love it. From there, got a job that took me to New York, did a little bit of dancing. And then New York said, we're freezing here. We're very cold. We're no Los Angeles. And I said, I hear you loud and clear, back to LA with me. And then the course for any dancer is you work for 10 years, then you become a personal trainer. That's just how it goes. That's the lay of the land. So then I became a personal trainer at the Disney studios.
Ooh,
Excuse
wow.
moi.
For whatever reason, I just imagine you training like Disney princesses or something.
I love that. And it's just the wave. It's just reps of the wave over and over and over again so they can work it out for that parade.
They got some Angela Bassett biceps as Disney princesses.
You're not kidding. You're not kidding.
You know what? But those are the. Sorry to interrupt. You're getting to know you.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm loving to hear it. Yeah.
Jokes. But the today Disney princesses are very evolved. Like they're not messing around. They don't need a man to save them.
Yeah.
Seen Encanto, they're fixing family problems.
Wait, hold on.
Princesses, Encanto. It's on Disney Plus. We're not sponsored by Disney Plus, but
not yet. Okay. All right.
But
I want to see it, and this may be a spoiler for the top 5. Is it good? You liked it? Encanto?
I mean, it's great. It's not. Are we doing movies today? We're not doing movies today.
Not doing movies, so it wouldn't come up anyways. Okay.
It wouldn't have come up until now. I loved it. It was great. And see, Kobe agrees. It's a really, really good movie. Awesome.
Also loved it.
Let us know in the chat if you also saw it.
Yeah, did you like Encanto?
Or is there any new modern Disney movie that you're like super feeling? Are you like ride or die for Moana, Frozen 2? Maybe you're like, yes. Get me the sequel. Skip right past.
Right.
Sorry, Renee, you were saying you were training.
No, I feel like that's about right. So, so then one of my clients was a podcaster. It was just like, hey, maybe we get you on in here, which is very kind and very generous. Just because of so much animation, Adam, he was just like, maybe stop talking to me that enthusiastically in the morning. Do that to other people. So that got me into podcasting. Then podcasting got me into producing. And then my sweet, sweet friend James got me into this gig. That's how that happened.
What? Oh, well. Oh, my God.
I know. I love it. I love it. Now, people are on the edge of their seat. They want to hear about you. How did this glorious person before me happen to all of us?
Oh, see, even Kobe knows you are a good dancer. They see your TikToks. I'm glad you weren't here for the dance off earlier, because you would have given producer Nick, a run for his money. That's why. What? Nick knew there was going to be a dance off, so he was like, "Well,
I feel like that's what I sent the wrong link." Is they were just like, "How do I get her to not participate in the dance off?" Bam! For 5 minutes. How about that? Yeah.
Well, Renee, I'm a California boy through and through. I mean, I went to UC Santa Cruz, which was like hippie school. What else? I also, I don't want to give too much away because we're about to play 2 truths and a lie. So I'm going to I was in New York for a hot second, similar to Renee. I was there for 4 years, living my best actor's life and dream. Worked with Marvel for a bit, doing some hosting with them. Let's see. I started a podcast called Minority Corner. It's been going for 6.5 years. Also on the Maximum Fun Network, which is where I met Renee. And I have to say, I met Renee we had this conference called Max Fun Con.
Sure did.
And Renee and I really feel like we fell in love on the dance floor. Am I wrong?
I don't think that's an exaggeration. I really feel like now, did we both have 3 margaritas to get us there? Sure. Is that important? Oh, but yeah.
Did we start a conga line? Comment if you've ever been in a conga line or started a conga line. We want to know.
Absolutely.
Or if you would join a conga line, let us know if you would join a conga line that Renee and I started.
I feel like you absolutely would. Why wouldn't you?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's. I don't want to give too much away because we're gonna go to two truths and a lie. But I think that's the Reader's Digest version of me. I'm very proud because that was I'm not known for brevity, and I'm proud of myself.
You
for
nailed
doing
it. No, you knocked it out of the park. It's so good. You know what I also remember about that the dance floor night, that magical dance floor
Oh,
evening.
sorry to interrupt. This just in. Kobe will absolutely join our conga line. So
Colby,
that's
I
Kobe.
knew that. I was like, if I know Colby, and I think I do, he's going to get in that conga line. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course.
Okay.
Wait, do we
Sorry
have
to interrupt.
Yeah.
That was breaking news, but you were saying something.
It's exactly what I was going to say, that you are a phenomenal dancer. I feel like you've undersold it. And has this ever happened to you where you have a memory, but it's also attached with the physical thing that you were feeling? So I remember that dance floor. I also remember my back was out for a good 3 months afterwards because I got dip. You gave me a good dip.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I think wow, we're having a heart to heart this morning. We're also y'all are getting some real. Renee's letting me know of a time when I hurt her.
No, you definitely no. You were
This is like,
you were such a good dancer. I was like, I
this
can roll
is
with
like when
and then I just
Tyra
sort of
Banks.
gumpied myself backwards.
This is like when Tyra Banks. Oh, Kobe's a music fan, so love it. Kobe would also be on that dance floor. Kobe, you're the third. You're the third Beatle or the third Destiny's Child. But this reminds me of like when Tyra Banks brought on Naomi Campbell onto the Tyra show, and they had to let us know in the chat if you've seen this. And if you haven't, Google it right away. Tyra Banks, Naomi Campbell. Because there was a beef, not that we had a beef, but like it was so intense that because Tyra was like, we can't have there was no audience until like the first segment was done because she's like, I didn't know what you were gonna say. So that's what this reminded me of.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
You can be you're Naomi because you're more
but I also
around. You throw more phones at your assistants than I do.
Out of phones. I thought that they replaced them so quickly, but they don't. Once you throw it, you gotta buy a new one. They don't tell you that when you throw it.
It's your assistant.
I can see how that seems like. I was like, oh, you hurt my back. No, that wasn't it. That was I love you so much. I wanted to show off in front of you.
Oh, okay.
That's where I was trying to get to. Yeah.
So that tangent I did, I can strike it from the record.
Well, but I'm glad that you brought up the fact that I do throw phones at anyone who will come with it.
All right. Are you married? Oh, is that for me? No.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yes. Single and not ready to mingle. I have a new movie coming out called Single and Not Ready to Mingle. I don't. That's not true. I'm not going to lie to you. It's early in the morning. Renee, let's get to our first game. Let's play Two Truths and a Lie. Shall we? Can we do it? All right. Can you explain it to the audience? Can you explain how this works?
Love to. And I feel like you guys are probably familiar with such a thing, but two truths and a lie is you say two things that are true about you, one thing that is not. And then the other person tries to guess what of that is a lie. Now, I'm going to give you a little tip. This is how you win the game. And we did this in our dress rehearsal. If you want to throw people off, when you're about to say the lie, struggle with the details. Because that'll make
now you're just telling them my poker tricks.
But I also, because I want them to see if they can figure it out. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, you're helping them. I see. Yeah. I'm incredibly competitive. So it's like, Renee's giving away my tricks.
I guess you're right that tip should have come in at the end of the game.
All right, Renee. So all right. And so you, as the audience, guess which one. Tom just joined. Everybody. Now it's a party. Okay. Tom has joined us. Tom from California. Tom, Renee, and I are both also in California as well. Welcome to Get On Up with Jam and Renee. You're just in time. We're about to play Two Truths and a Lie. And so you all are going to help me figure out which one of Renee's lies is the lie. So we're gonna guess. So you can comment into your device. Say comment. I think Renee's lying about owning two zebras or whatever shenanigans she's going to try to throw her way. And if you caught, she told us what her tell is, she's going to add too much detail. Yeah. Or is she telling us this because she's throwing us off what she's actually going to do?
That's exactly what it is. Because I know you know what I
Just
do.
sharing each other's secrets. That's what it is.
All right. So
All
now
right,
I'm
Renee,
going to use brevity.
lie
I'm
to
going to use
us.
brevity, so I'm not going to use my normal tip. Okay, 2 truths and a lie. Truth number 1, which I think is probably very obvious, but I love national parks. They're my favorite place in the planet. I love national parks. It's my favorite thing. I have a pit bull mixed with something fluffy. I do not know what, but it makes him like a fluffy pit bull. And his name is Dingy. Dingy is the name of my fluffy pit bull. And number 3, my favorite sweet treat is disgusting, but they're called meringue puffs, which is basically just like meringue that they dry freeze. So favorite food is meringue puffs. I have a dog named Dingy, and I love national parks.
Okay, audience. What are we thinking? Kobe, our most active get on upper. Which one do you think is the lie? So we have national parks. She loves national parks. She has a pit bull named Dingy. Or favorite treat is meringue puffs. Kobe, what are you saying? What are you thinking? This is a lie. I think Kobe's thinking your last one is a lie. I think that's
that I love meringue puffs. Okay.
I think that's what Kobe is saying.
I also got to give a
do you
shout
have any
out.
guesses or Nathan? You have any guesses?
Any guesses?
Yeah.
Nothing?
I feel like it's not fair because I know the name of your dog.
That's true.
And it's Kobe with number 3. Kobe, if I didn't know Renee, I would have went with you. And you know how competitive I am. And so I can't even fake the funk and be like, oh yeah, let's go with number 3. Kobe, I'm gonna ignore what you said. And I'm going with number 2. Because I know that your dog's name is Tugboat.
Tugboat. But hear me out. If I were to get another, and he is a fluffy pit bull, and he's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
You just changed the name. You just changed one detail.
I did. And I hope that I gave you some foreshadowing that if I ever get a small dog, I will be naming him Dingy, and then it's Tugboat and Dingy.
Look at you.
I'm not a nautical person. I don't know anything about the sea.
Oh, that's true. That is a very well. Wait a minute. What's that painting I see behind you? I see.
Oh, sure. Well, those are national parks.
That's water. Oh, you do love your national parks.
Yeah.
I actually at first, because you came in hot with that, I was like, Renee does not. Like you were like, I love national parks. I'm like, okay, who loves national? But you know what? Your Instagram is full of you hiking outside. I call Renee. I'm like, what you doing, girl? She's like, can't talk. I'm hiking.
Also hiking. Yeah.
Oh, wow. But good trying. Kobe, I want to give you a shout out. You know what? You missed 100% of the shots you don't take, and you took a swing, and I appreciate it.
Exactly.
And, all right. Well, I think it's my turn. Let me.
Okay, here we go. Yes. Are you ready? Wait, real quick. While you stretch, I wanted to give a shout out to our producer, Nick, in the comments. He spelled meringue correctly. Who can do that?
Nick.
Who knows how to spell meringue right?
Listen. Nick is talented speller. He got us in. I was in a wrong room. See, Nick is smart. See, he's smart. Knows what it is. This is my favorite part. I love this so much.
Also need Nick again because I can't get into. There's nothing showing up on my back channel. So Nick, if you can see what people are saying, if you can put it in there, that'd be great. And then tomorrow.
Oh, you can't see what they're saying at all.
Okay. It says back channel, but nothing's popping up.
Oh wait, are you? This is how. Look at you all. The get on uppers. You're involved in the community. You're gonna see how the sausage. We're gonna see how the sausage is made. You know, Hoda on the Today Show won't let you in. She won't do this. She won't be like, my microphone's not working. No, she won't.
But Hoda's known for being difficult.
Renee, is there a toggle that says go on air? There should be a status. And
well, okay, hold on. All right, you do your 2 truths and a lie, and I'm going to figure out if I can figure out this toggle thing.
Here we go. I got 2 truths, and one of them is a lie. Here it is.
Listen.
All right. So I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 25% Portuguese. By the way, on my mother's side.
Okay.
Could be true, could not be true. We don't know.
Okay.
I worked as assistant campaign director for the DNC in 2008 in Seattle. It was one of the worst jobs I've ever had. I've never cried so much on or off the job.
Buddy.
awful.
I love it. I love it.
I interviewed Tessa Thompson at the Black Panther red carpet premiere, and she was a delight. She was an absolute delight.
Who did you interview?
Tessa Thompson
Okay.
at the Black Panther red
Okay.
carpet.
Okay. All right.
Are you gonna phone? Are you gonna phone your friends?
These
Or
were
get
all
on
very
uppers?
convincing. And here's what I'm gonna. So I am in the back channel. It says dash activity feed. There was no activity. So I think
Great.
I'm gonna need you to help.
You
to
can't
help out
get
a little
any
bit.
help from them. Okay, I'll let you know if they say
Okay.
anything.
Okay. Perfect.
Kobe, our most active member, which
Yes.
one do you think? So I'll review. So either I am 25% Portuguese.
Great.
Was I assistant campaign director for the DNC in Seattle in 2008?
Yes.
Did I interview Tessa Thompson at the Black Panther red carpet premiere for Marvel?
Yes. Okay. Now I also know you very, very well. The Portuguese thing, sure, maybe. That seems right. Yeah, of course you volunteered. So absolutely that. And I know about
I wasn't volunteering. I was working, or was I? I don't know.
I bet you were
According
working.
to the story.
I bet you were working. I bet you were working. I bet you were volunteering, working, and running. And you won. I bet you were doing all three.
I want to let you know, since you can't see the chat, Kobe thinks that my number one is the lie, the Portuguese one.
That you're Portuguese. Okay.
He thinks that that's the lie. Yeah.
Know that you were. Okay. And I bet. So I should just go with that, right? Because I want to make friends. My instinct is number 3, that you did work the red carpet, because I saw you and you were phenomenal. But I know that you interviewed Angelina Jolie, so I feel like you switched out who you interviewed. That's mine. I'm going to pick number 3.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, it also looks like my back channel is also offline, so I maybe have lost you all. I'm gonna hit this button and see what happens. Now I'm on air again. I don't know. All right. So all right. You're not going with what Kobe said, your friend?
Well, no, I think it is time to second guess myself, and I'm gonna go with what Colby said, number 1. I feel like no, I don't. I feel like it's number 3. I think you interviewed something else. I'm going with number 3, even though I know Colby's right. And that way Colby can go through the baby and like, I was right.
Okay. Renee, yes. Colby, one of you is right. One of you is not.
Okay.
I have 1 rose.
Okay.
That rose is going to Kobe. Renee, you wrong. You should listen to the Get On Uppers. If there's anything you're taking away from our day 1 show, although Kobe was wrong on the other one, but I mean,
Colby's always right.
You're 1 for 1. Right here.
Colby's always right.
Yes. Kobe's always right. Or much right. Yeah. Kobe was right. So turns out I am not 25% Portuguese, which we thought. So my mom thought that I took a DNA test and it came back all these different things. So I'm not 25% Portuguese, but I am. So going through the list of things. So 38% Nigerian.
Right.
There's like a 10% West African, 7% Kenyan. Okay. And then what I was expecting to see was the Portuguese on there. And no, but there was 22% Scandinavian. Grandpa Russell was from Scandinavia.
Hey-o.
And then some interesting things that also popped up on my DNA test. I am 2.5% South Asian. And I did some digging and research because I'm like, where did this come from? Now, I have family from Trinidad and Tobago. And in Trinidad, when they were like, okay, we're not doing the slavery thing anymore. Like, no, we're done. Sorry. Bye.
Yeah.
Do it your damn self. And then and so what happened is capitalism gonna capitalism. And they were like, oh, hey, people of India, come on over, work here for barely nothing. And so people from India migrated over to the Caribbean, specifically Trinidad and Tobago. Sure. And that's where I believe I get my 2.5% South Asian from. The 1.7% Italian, I don't know who was with who. I don't know what happened. And then 2.5% Mesoamericans. That's like, Aztec, Mayan, and So
James, that's so cool. I feel like most people get it just to see the percentage of Neanderthal. It's like, how much of an idiot am I? But you went so in depth. That's incredible. That's so amazing. I
I
like it.
mean, you
Right?
gotta dig on in. So there it
Have
is. There
you
it is. Yeah.
found any? Well, and right here, I feel like this is the best place for me to ask you this at a public forum. Have you found any scandalous family members?
You
Any
know what?
brothers,
I
sisters,
let
children you didn't know about?
let us know. I'm curious for you all who are watching at home. Say comment into your device, whatever your answer is. Have you taken a DNA
Oh
test
yeah,
and were you surprised by anything that came up? Um,
I have a
this
follow-up
wasn't
question.
well, I also watched like I'm not like this is a bad example. Like I'm not like Maya Rudolph. Like no one's coming to my house and saying, "Oh, we found this picture of like your grandfather and this
Sure.
is like, like oh, we can trace it back to like this slave plantation." Like I didn't have that experience cuz
Right.
I'm just James. I'm just James, right?
Mm,
I
oh,
didn't have that experience. So I don't know, but on but on I used My Heritage DNA because it is the best one for Black
right.
folks. They have like the most, I guess, network or I don't know, I'm not a
Yeah.
scientist, but the research I found, Okobi has not done a DNA test. Well, I recommend, I know some people are like, I tried to get my mom to do a DNA test. Originally, I
Right.
bought her one for Mother's Day, and she's like, I don't want them to clone me. And I was like, Mom,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why I got it
But
for you. So that way I could find out at least what half of me
me too.
is.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm at this point, I'm like, you know what? Give me a clone. If I need to, an extra organ or, an extra me running around to confuse things, why not?
Right. Right. Makes sense.
But they do show you people who you're kind of connected to. Like I have like a fifth cousin in Ohio who I will never speak to.
No, certainly not. Why would you?
Maybe, wait a minute.
Yes.
Maybe Kobe. It could be Kobe. Kobe
Oh,
could
if
be my
Kobe's
fifth
you?
cousin. I don't. Kobe could be my fifth cousin. It could be
Okay.
you. Kobe, take that test and then find out if we're connected.
Let us know, Colby. Okay. Well, I love it. Now, and then my follow-up question on that. Do you ever say, I just took a DNA test without having Lizzo's song in your head?
You can't.
You
You
can't.
can't.
You
You
can't.
can't. In fact, I set myself. I see. Here's what I get mad about. Because I actually took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 96%. See, look at you. You're dancing. My
You
DNA
can't
test,
not.
I added up all the numbers. It only added up to 96%. So I'm only 96% that B. Also
Oh,
proud of
okay.
myself, censoring myself because I'm doing
Thank you.
morning
You did it right.
show.
But what I want, what I hope, what I pray for is that there is some sort of intense court situation, some sort of reveal where someone says, I just took a DNA test. And the tone should be somber, tense, but the whole jury is like, because you can't not get it. You gotta bop to
Even
the
the
results.
judge is like,
You gotta bop to the results. Yeah.
we have the results. Just took a DNA test. Turns out
You are
you
not
are
the
not the father. Oh, oh, oh. Have you ever seen? I feel we're gonna get to our next segment in a
great girl.
second, but
Yeah, I'm listening.
I feel those more privileged episodes where I saw one where it was like 12 guys.
Oh boy.
None of them
Oh
None of
no.
them are the father. They're high-fiving each other like they won. Like they won. Yeah, Kobe knows. Always,
Yeah.
it's funny. And you were not the B as
Yeah.
ooh, I just took a DNA test. Turns out you are not
Okay.
the B. Oh, high five. And then it's so sad because you just see the picture of the little baby
Yeah.
Michael.
Right.
His
Just
father
being like,
is.
I feel like
Why did this woman
subtle-
let herself do this on TV? Bring
Yeah.
12,
Yeah.
and I am sex positive. I will say, like,
course
do
you
your
are.
thing,
Yeah.
do your thing. But I
Absolutely.
don't need. I don't
But
trust
the babe and
viewers.
the baby Bjorn just like,
Where's my daddy? I did the high fiving, the gentlemen high fiving each other, but none of them were the father. That was a bit, but
Yeah,
that's
that
where I
was-
get off the train.
okay, you're right.
Get up.
You're right. Yeah, I need a subtle thumbs up, or like a
Right.
gentle fist bump.
Renee,
Yeah.
you can't see these messages, so I don't
No.
want to bogart them. Kobe's asking, "How are you?" Just
Oh,
a
that's so
general in the
nice.
middle of the show, asking, "Hold on,
How's it
Renee,
going?
how are you?"
How are you? How are you feeling? And I appreciate that. That is a nice thing to do to anyone. How are you? Let me check in. I'm good. I'm a little, get this, I'm a little under caffeinated.
Oh,
It's a little bit more
what?
coffee. I know.
Yeah, you
I know.
take a sip.
With no base off energy.
Everybody, we're taking a quick little coffee sip.
Just, ooh, well, that fixed everything. How are you, James?
Now we have a tradition, 7:35. And Kobe, how are you? We're curious. Kobe, let us know. How are you? I do appreciate the other listeners who are just, I appreciate, they're like, I'm just here to listen.
Yeah.
I don't need
Absolutely.
to engage. I'm here to listen.
Wait,
That's fine.
That does bring up a good, are you an engager? Because the podcasts I listen to, the Twitter feeds I follow, the Instagram stuff, I never comment on stuff that I watch. Oh, but
I think if I was let's do this as an example. Yeah. Renee has a podcast, Can I Pet Your Dog? Sure. And if I was in Renee's recording studio as she was doing it, I would be commenting all the livelong day. Yeah. You get it, Renee? Oh, he did what? You would.
You love those dogs? You love them.
This just in, Kobe is blessed. Kobe, we love that. Thank you. I am so glad that you're feeling blessed today. Yes, Kobe. We are blessed to have you in our audience.
But I bring that up to say that I want to be a commenter. Because I'll think of something I want to say and then I get bashful and then I get weird. So everyone who's commenting, I want to be more like you.
Renee, trust in yourself, girl. Trust in yourself. Okay, Renee, can you get us into our first game?
Yes.
Believe it or not, Two Truths and a Lie wasn't a game. That was
Can you believe it?
That was life. That was
Can
life.
You believe it?
We're gonna play. Oh wait, it's not a game. I just mistyped this.
It's not a game, but it's a discussion that could be a game.
Okay. What are we doing? It's Tuesday. Walk us through.
Right. So I think most days are identified with something. Monday is Garfield. I hate Mondays, of course. Wednesdays is hump day. Thursdays is why isn't it Friday? Friday is, and you shake your fist at me around Thursdays, I believe, right?
Or also Thirsty Thursdays, at least around these parts. So tune in on Thursday. Things are going to get thirsty and we're going to quench your thirst. Spoilers.
So you're right. Thursday's thirsty. Thursday. Friday, obviously, TJAF. Of course, we've got it right in front of us. Tuesday's been a little left out of the mix and getting identified. So I would like to have some sort of identifier for Tuesday. Just to get the ball rolling, I'm going to say Tuesday, Moose Day, where we celebrate cows.
Renee,
oh, my camera's not working. Cut off. The network has.
No, I can see.
Just
bring it back, Nick. Renee can't do the show anymore.
No. Nick, I'm fired. Nick. I'm fired.
Is Renee going to keep her job after that one? No,
I don't think so, Nick.
That's right.
Yeah, I wasn't. I'm technical difficulties.
No, sure.
He can't even bring it to you to let you know, Renee, this is your first and last one. I want everyone to stop what they're doing right now because I got good news for you.
Here we go.
Doug has joined the stream. We've got Doug from Ohio. Welcome to Get On Up. I am Jam. This is Renee. And we are in perfect timing, Doug, because we're trying to figure out what do we call Tuesday. Monday, you got, case of the Mondays, it's Garfield Day. Thirsty Thursday, because you've been thirsting for the weekend, and Thursday's a new Friday. Friday can be all kinds of things. It's Flashback Friday, it's TGIF. Wednesday, it's the hump day. You're almost there, and you're trying to figure it out. There's gonna be a lot of dancing on this show. I won't even say former dancers. I'll just say, whoa, Tim coming in hot. Ruby Tuesday.
Ruby Tuesday. I like this. To go celebrate. Yeah.
I like this because I think it's a restaurant. Is it a restaurant? And so every Tuesday you go to Ruby Tuesdays?
It is. Yes, absolutely a restaurant. A delicious one.
And then you have Taco Tuesday at Ruby Tuesday. Because here's what's nice, Tim, about our synergy right now, because we're on the Get On Up train together. Yeah. I was going to say Taco Tuesday, and I feel like my Taco Tuesday goes hand in hand with your Ruby Tuesday.
Ruby Tuesday. Right there.
I think we've got And Kobe has one. I think it's Tues to Give Me Music Day. Tues to Give Me Music Day.
I like that.
Yeah. Kobe, what's nice about this is I don't know if this still happens because I don't know how the music industry works anymore because they're really Is
I
there a
don't think
music
the music
industry?
industry knows how the music
But
industry works.
back
Yes.
in the day when there used to be like a Sam Goody and like warehouse music, remember you'd go to a store and you'd like look at these expensive CDs, but new music would be released on Tuesdays. So what I like is that what Kobe's going, it's like choose to give me music, like it's music day, like we have
Right.
new music on Tuesdays, or we just like make it into like a musical day. I like this because it's like sometimes you're just like Tuesday, here we are. But if you're like, it's all about music today, music, singing, endorphins.
Sounds smart. It sounds smart to me. And I think what we probably should have done is just sat with it. How does Tuesday feel? So for me, Tuesday's like, well, it's not.
Oh.
It's just not. It just feels anticipatory, or it feels stale. So for me, Tuesday feels like a like the 3 dots on a text message. I'm just like, am I? I got it almost. How does Tuesday feel for you?
You know, I feel like Tuesdays are always hit or miss. Tuesday is the wild card for me. It can go either way because it's one of those things like it's like, well, it's not Monday, woohoo. And sometimes you can like sometimes have like, wow, that Tuesday, but then Tuesday still always has like a lot of work because you're still like it's not even the middle of the week, and so there's still like a lot to do. There's a lot of pressures and stress. But
Right.
I have a heart. I have a heart spot in my heart. What am I trying?
Soft
What did
spot,
the
maybe?
kids say?
Maybe soft spot?
I
Is that
have
what we
a
want? A
soft
There we go.
spot. There it
Gotcha.
is. Teamwork makes the dream work here. High five. And yes, and Tim is so right. Tim says that it can feel like a second Monday, and sometimes yes, absolutely. Here's what I'm going to say about why Tuesdays have captured the young 13-year-old in myself. You know, when something captures your heart at 13, it's like with
Yeah.
me and Brittany. She
Right.
can do no wrong. I am for the Brittany army all day. You
Of
know,
course. Mhm.
she, hashtag freed, past tense.
Mhm.
She's free. And if you look at her Instagram, boy, is she free. I mean, no,
I mean,
no
but
clothes
what
on
would
that
you
one
do?
these days. Have you
Wouldn't you
seen?
do the
She's
same
like,
thing? Absolutely. That's how you celebrate
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
If I was in a conservatorship for years, you wouldn't get any clothes on me. Oh,
Never.
baby New Year,
Never again.
baby
Yeah.
New Year all the time. But here's the thing about Tuesdays for me is Tuesday night was Buffy night. Buffy, new
Oh,
episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer came out on Tuesday. And
right.
so, and I think that's the thing that's so interesting about, you know, TV, like weekly TV shows, like nowadays when there's a TV show that comes out weekly,
Right.
it's like a, oh, whoa, it's an anomaly. I miss that. Like, I'm not a big fan of like binge shows. I like the option to binge it if I want to, like,
Right.
but I love a series that comes out weekly
Yeah.
because it gives you that thing to look forward to.
Something
So
to
for
anticipate.
me,
Yeah.
Tuesdays mean fighting
Buffy
vampires.
Tuesday.
Buffy
Okay.
Tuesdays.
Well, and let's incorporate our sweet audience here. I feel like, what if it's Ruby Buffy Tuesday?
Ooh.
Or how do we
okay.
incorporate all the
Walk
suggestions
with
that
me.
happen? Yeah.
No, can you walk me through what does now our Tuesdays as Ruby Buffy Tuesdays, which I love it, rolls off the tongue.
I think it is indicative of what you deserve. So you got to get through the workday, but then you deserve a good show and a nice meal.
Okay.
How about that? Ruby Buffy Tuesday.
I got chills. I really like because you did better than what I would have done because I would have gotten too specific. And listen, thank goddess, y'all, Renee is here because this is what I would have had you be doing every Tuesday on Ruby Buffy Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
You get through the workday. We're on the same page there.
Obviously.
But then you go to Ruby Tuesdays, you eat tacos, and then either watch Buffy or fight vampires. So I was getting very
okay.
I like yours. It's broad. There's something for everyone.
Right.
There's choice.
But I like yours and that you do have the option of a good show or violence. That's where you can.
This is America, Renee. This is America. And good night.
You can choose. You can choose if you want to go to war or if you just want to cuddle up on the couch. And that's what you do. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think we figured it out. I think we absolutely we figured it out, Renee. Well done. And
together with the audience, you guys were very helpful. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
So just to put a bow on this.
Yeah.
So Ruby Buffy Tuesdays on Tuesday. We're all committing to this from now on. So next week we'll come in and we'll be like, happy Ruby Buffy Tuesday.
Yeah.
And and then we're gonna say, okay, what are we gonna do after the day is done? And
Right.
what's the meal that we're gonna have, and what's the show we're gonna treat ourselves
Ooh, I
to?
love it. I love it.
I suddenly love Tuesday. Let's
Yeah.
practice. Renee,
Okay. Yeah.
what is your Ruby, and audience chime in? What are you gonna do for Ruby Buffy Tuesday?
Right.
Again, the end of your day, you're gonna have a sweet, sweet meal, and you're gonna watch a gem of a TV show.
Or
fight vampires.
Thank you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just want them to know that there is that third option if they wanted. They're just like, oh, I'm caught up on all my stories. What am I gonna do? We're like, well, then you can go fight them.
On my stories. Well, okay, Renee, tell me you. What's your Ruby Buffy Tuesday looking like?
So do you have this where you get on a kick where I will get on a meal that I eat for the entire week? And it's
yes,
pretty frequent for me.
easiest that
So
way. Yeah.
in recent memory, Trader Joe's has a organic pesto broccoli tomato pizza. So that was last week. But this week is chicken quesadillas. So chicken quesadilla tonight for dinner. It's not quite a taco, but it's close.
No, it's close.
But it's close. And then I think I mean it when I say I'm hate watching. I think I'm hate watching. I hope I'm watching, but I think I'm hate watching and just like that.
Interesting. The Sex and the City. Let me know how that goes. I don't even know if mixed is the right thing. It's sort of just like it's like a heavy shrug, like First of all, stop the presses because Stacey has joined. Hello, Stacey. Welcome to Get On Up. I am Jam. This is Renee, and we got to catch Stacey up on what we're doing right now, y'all. So, Stacey, we just figured out what Tuesday is because you got Monday. It's Manic Monday or Case of the Mondays. TGIF. Wednesday is the Hump Day. Thursdays. We didn't know its name Tuesday, and as a team of Get On Uppers.
Right.
Stacey, you're never gonna guess what we came up with.
Hold on. I bet Stacey can.
We've just changed the game on your Tuesdays. Tuesdays are known as Ruby Buffy Tuesdays. And so what does that mean? Because maybe it doesn't make complete sense. Riyadh has also joined the stream for Ruby Buffy Tuesdays. So Ruby Buffy Tuesdays, okay. All right. So Ruby Buffy Tuesdays is on Ruby Buffy Tuesdays. At the end of your day, like going to Ruby Tuesdays, you're going to treat yourself to a meal. It doesn't have to be Ruby Tuesdays. That was just an example that Tim threw out. And then I used to watch Buffy on Tuesdays. So you treat yourself to your favorite show on Tuesdays. So that's what Tuesdays are about. Every Tuesday, you're going to hop on in and we're going to decide, well, what are you doing for Ruby Buffy Tuesday?
What are we going to do? Yeah. And Stacey and Rihanna, I have decided a chicken quesadilla and a hate watch of And Just Like That. James, it is now your turn. What is your meal?
Yes. What is my so for my Ruby Buffy Tuesday, there's one thing that y'all are gonna learn about me. I'm not a foodie. Like I eat for I have a terrible sense of taste and smell. Works to my benefit a lot of times because I lived in New York and it was stanky, right? And so listen, sometimes in San Francisco, I went to hippie school, I went to UC Santa Cruz, but y'all sometimes just don't I don't know. Smelling good? I don't get it.
No problem.
So it's great. I can't smell you. It's great. But with that, with you don't have a great sense of smell, you lose a bit of a sense of taste as well. So I eat just for sustenance, But I think what I will have there is in the one or two things.
Okay.
I'm either going to have a delicious burrito bowl from this place. I don't cook anymore. I don't have time. I have a DoorDash pass. I have it. Life-changing.
Great.
Wait,
what's DoorDash pass?
What's my DoorDash pass? Like with anything, everything's
I see. I thought they were issuing a pass that gave you a discount on DoorDash. Got it. Makes sense.
I do get a discount. And I have to answer this because Stacey and I are having a nerd conversation about Buffy. Stacey just said, I don't watch Buffy, but I do there's monsters inside of you, which right now as we speak, terrifying. Yeah. Now I'm spooked this Tuesday, Stacey. So thank you for that. And if you're wondering why I'm reading the comments, poor Renee isn't able to see them. So it's sort of like I'm reading to my invalid mother.
precisely what it is. I love it so much. Thank you.
Mama, look what they're saying over here. Stacy's got demons inside of her.
They seem like nice kids. I like them a lot.
They really
Yeah.
do. Okay.
What's your
Did we? Oh, my show. I think it's a toss up for me right now. I'm watching Yellow Jackets
You're brave.
on
I hear
Showtime. Too
scary.
scared for you? Oh,
I
Renee, you'll
can't.
be
I
fine.
couldn't get through Stranger Things.
Okay,
I'm
don't watch
a
that.
coward. Yeah. Okay.
The first season of Stranger Things is spooky.
I
It
don't
is
know that
terrifying.
it is. I
Let
think
us
I'm gonna be a
know.
coward.
Let us know. Get on uppers, the Get on Up kids. We're still figuring out what we're gonna call y'all. Open to suggestions. And let us know if you are if you think Stranger Things is scary, or if you're watching Yellow Jackets, or what's your show? She's All That.
Oh, sure. And just like that. But again, it's a hate watch.
I like it better that every night you're like gonna watch. Every Tuesday you watch She's All That. I like that better.
That is one. You know what? Revised. I'm gonna watch She's All That for the 126th time.
So Yellow Jackets, if you don't know it, real quick, it's on Showtime. It's about a group of high school girls who they're a soccer team, and on their way to the championship, their plane crashes in the woods and they're stranded. And it's sort of like, if you ever saw that movie like Now and Then with Christina Ricci and Rosie O'Donnell, where there's the younger version and then the older version. It's like that, where but Christina Ricci, she's in it, but she plays the older version. And there's the other, so there's like it takes place in the 90s when the plane crashed, and then also present day. And let's just say, not all the they were stranded for 18 months. Not all of the girls made it, and there may have been cannibalism.
Yeah, that's what I heard about. It looks
and
scary.
It goes back and forth between like flashbacking. And it will say this is not a spoiler. Up until episode 5, the girls were doing fine out there in the woods until they were like, let's do a seance in this creepy cabin we're in. And I'm like, okay, girls.
I thought it was going to be like, you guys remember Ruby Tuesdays? And everybody's just like, I miss it. And then all hell broke loose. Yeah.
And look at this. I'm not the only one who loves Yellow Jackets. Tim, also a fan of Yellow Jackets. I haven't seen this week's episode, Tim. So don't you go spoiling for it. But Tim recommends. I recommend. I think you gotta get in it.
Tim is among these. All the people I love most are watching it. So it's I hear it's great. I'm just a coward. That's all.
I want to give a shout out because Kobe. What Kobe's doing for Ruby Tuesday. Wait, Ruby Buffy Tuesday.
Ruby Buffy Tuesday.
Kobe is going to have Hawaiian, so it might be Hawaiian food, Hawaiian pizza, and watch the Golden Girls.
Oh, perfect. That's a perfect night. That's perfect.
All right.
That could be a nightly night.
Yeah. I mean, that could be everything. And then Tim described, Tim, this is an excellent, Tim, I'm so glad I'm glad you're all here, but Tim, this is great. So Tim describes Yellow Jackets as it's like a cross between Lost, Alive, Mean Girls, and Big Little Lies. I absolutely agree. It's all of those
now
things.
in that case,
so right.
Lost meets Mean Girls. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You know
Lost meets Mean Girls.
This is how I get myself through scary stuff. And I've been able to watch some real scary stuff this way. I wait for the series to end. Then I go through and I read the Wikipedia synopsis because it's just the anticipation.
Right.
It's just the suspense that kills me.
As long as you know what's going to happen.
Now I'm sold. I just got to watch it a little bit later.
Okay. Yeah, you will. Watch it during the day. Watch it during the day, and then you'll be fine. Yeah.
And we'll back on track.
Yep. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna get to our next segment here, and it's called Good Advice Productivity. So it's Tuesday, as we were talking. Sometimes it is challenging to navigate through the. It's Ruby Buffy Tuesday, and before we can get to the end of Ruby Buffy Tuesday, when we get to watch our Golden Girls and eat our Hawaiian food, we still have to make it through the day. And there's things that we probably have to do. So we want to give you all some good advice on productivity. Essentially, I feel like we're giving a TED Talk now. Like, how did we get here?
I like that. I also want to be like, no, it's good advice. It's half of an article I read that worked for someone else.
Mainly, I'm going to tell you what I heard Brene Brown say this morning when I was listening to her podcast. So that's it. So we want to hear from you. Say, comment, what's got you stuck? Let us know what's got you stuck. Where are you struggling? And you're like, I got to clean that closet, or like, I'm bad at my job. Let us know. We're gonna help you get it sorted out.
Right.
And like, are there things that you're having procrastination issues? What has got you stuck? And if you're just joining, welcome to Get On Up with Jam and Renee. And also want to give a shout out that please leave a review by going to backchannel.tv and hitting the leave a review button. So make sure that
nice.
you do that at some point, because we want to know. Feedback is a gift, so we want to know.
It sure is.
you're
Wait, what's
liking
that?
it.
What's that link again? Where do you go? You go Backchannel TV.
Backchannel.tv.
Okay. That's easy. All right. I'll just go right there. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, James, what were you gonna say? Did somebody chime in?
Well, Stacey said there's a problem with that. I
Oh,
don't. What's the
Stacey.
problem, Stacey? Let us know. We're here.
No, Stacey, this is very helpful.
Maybe this is her product. She's having a problem, and
Right.
we got to help her with her productivity here.
I feel like that's more on our end. I feel like Stacey's killing it. We need to work on that. But Jane, can I give you yes? Okay, go for it. Yes.
Okay, so this seems like a tech thing that Stacey's having an issue with, is that she can't see too well through the dock channel, and she just have help. Gosh, Stacey, I wish I could troubleshoot
First
your
off, Stacey,
tech
the fact that
issue.
you were even willing, I like Stacey. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, and that you're like wanting to see us perfectly and clearly. Stacey, I don't know if this is what you can use backchannel.tv, but maybe there's a suggestion and comment box there. And I'm sure the producers are loving this. Leave a suggestion.
Yeah, give us some help. Okay, so James, I have a real life example of this.
Okay, Renee, kicking us off with an issue.
Yes. So January's get your taxes in order month. Which we hate.
It?
Oh, we
I
hate.
do it in March. Am I supposed
to
do it now?
No, you should. You absolutely should. But I just dread it. So I like to get it done. Get it done in January. But I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. I don't think that's a unique opinion. I feel like everybody hates getting their taxes done.
Wait, I want to give you some props and credit, because I'm usually, and Kobe agrees, Kobe hates taxes. I don't even think about my taxes till like March. No. When's it due? April? Like snaps to you, Renee, because you're like, it's January, time to, what is it, January 1st, or like time to start working on
time to start. Well, no, because here's for my sweet accountant, the amount of hand-holding, the amount of walking through, the amount of, I told you this last year, why can't you get this through your head, is intense. And that accountant, would you believe, has other clients than me. So if I go January,
how dare them,
right? Then I don't tucker him out to the point where he can't help anybody else. So if I just get first in line with my dumb questions, then it makes so much sense. Point is, the technique that I would like to share that I've heard works, have only tried it once, is Pomodoro. Are you familiar with this?
What'd you call me?
Pomodoro?
What did you?
A Pomodoro. Now, honestly, audience, I need your help. Am I pronouncing that right? I think Pomodoro is Italian for tomato.
The tomato technique.
Okay, yeah.
Also, I want to let you know that you're doing it according to Stacey has some great advice about how to get your taxes done.
Okay.
Her mom does them, so just have Mama Renee do it. And
good. That's real. Oh, do you want to hear how I misunderstood that? I thought that Stacey was volunteering her mom to do my taxes.
Well, we don't know that that's not possible. Stacey, please let us know if your mom is available. I mean, you are part of the Get On Up family, or the Get On Up crew, and so we help each other out. It's a community. So let us know if your mom is available. And then also, I don't know how, like, also I have taxes that need to get done too. So.
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Stacey, I'm so sorry that you tuned in today, but your mom does need to do both of our taxes. That is the price you pay.
Price of admission. Not everything is not free. Takes a village. Okay.
Wait, do you suppose that I'm boring everybody with my tomato thing?
How dare you? I love I think Kobe just said, I love this. You're a mess. And I know you're talking about me, and thank you. I agree. I am just a mess.
Yes.
Stacey's mom is always available to help out with anything.
Stacey's mom. That's why they wrote that song. Stacey's mom has got it going on.
Getting the taxes done. That's what the song was about.
Going on then was I got it.
Mom, how can I get my taxes done? It writes itself. That was what the
was right there.
finally
That
figured
was-
out what those kids were up to.
Mhm.
So I don't know the Pomodoro technique,
Okay.
please.
Please,
'Cause I
I would
got some
love
things I need
to.
to get done and not getting
Yeah,
them
yeah.
done.
Well, and I will tell you how it works, and I will tell you what how far I've gotten with it. So I should have found this. Maybe audience, you know who it is. There was a guy who developed this technique using a tomato timer. So you know those like timers in the kitchen that look like a tomato where you set it? You've seen those
Yeah.
before. Great. So,
Yeah.
so he came up with this concept called the Pomodoro Technique, where he uses tomato timer. He sets it for 25 minutes. You work for the full 25 minutes, and then you get 5 minutes off. You get 5 minutes to take a break, and then you do that 4 times. And then after you do that 4 times, each time you get a little break, you get 5-minute break. So work for 25, or break for 25. Work for 25, break for 5. 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 Work for 25, break for 10. Get a little bit longer break. But theoretically, the way that it works is that you get so much done because you just tell yourself, oh, I only have to work for 25 minutes. That's easy. That I can do.
Mhm.
What happens to me is I get a little overachievy. I put on that 25 and I'm not ready for a break yet. So then I just keep powering on through until about 45, and then I'm tired and I take a 3-hour break. So that's as far as I've gotten with the technique.
But you know you're off. So what it is, you just got to remind yourself, calm it down, Renee. Calm it down. You're like, look at me. I'm tired.
You have to. When the timer goes off, you have to take the break. Otherwise, it won't work. I am a cautionary tale.
You know what I love about this is that I feel like it is reaffirming that I'm on the right page, because one of my productivity things, and I started this like as an actor in New York, going for my dreams back in the day,
Right.
2-3 years ago. But I used to do what was called a power hour. So I would say, because you have so much stuff to do, and I would just say, okay, it'd be like 11 o'clock at night, and I for me, I cannot sleep if I have a long list of things that I know that I need to get done. And so I would do like a power hour and just like, okay, I'm gonna at least work for just 1 hour. I tell myself just 1 hour, get it done. And then similarly to you, like I would probably keep going and work, past that. But it was just that thing to tell myself at least 1 hour. If I can just get 1 hour of work and whatever I can get done in that time period. But Renee, you know what would help? I think with your Pomodoro technique is, and I told you, I'm true to form of what I said. I was listening to Brene Brown this morning.
Of course, obviously. Yeah.
She had her sisters on. And,
right. Yeah, of course. You got it. Yeah.
Get those ladies out of there. But she was saying that part of what people need is amusement in their life. And amusement, I forget the definition, but amusement is it's short and it's fleeting. It's just like a quick like jolt of joy. And the amusement, I forget the exact terminology. Like I literally just heard this like an hour ago. So I'm still learning it myself.
It was also
right
6 o'clock in the morning. You're not meant to retain anything before 7 a.m. Yeah.
But it comes from people used to like use amusement. The idea is to have a break away from work that is bringing joy and fun and laughter. So I would say, I think the thing that's missing is in that 25 minutes, always make sure that you're going to do something that's going to be amusing in that 5 minutes. So whether it's like a dance party or going to sing a song, like have a dance break, that way, like you're like, oh no, I'm going to do this like fun thing for this 5 minutes or this 10 minutes. And then you'll come back feeling more joy and recharge. And I think it has to be things that actually like recharge you. I find like Instagram is depleting. I never feel to my social media
for anyone.
darlings out there. I always feel worse about myself every time I go on Instagram. I never walk away feeling like, yay me. I'm always like, how come I'm not hiking with Renee? Or like, how come I'm not with Renee and Tugboat? How come I'm not with Renee and Tugboat eating that pizza? It's me just looking at photos.
It's an interesting, I realize this is a little bit of a detour, but it is such an interesting practice to just try of see how you feel before you get on social media. See how you feel afterwards. Never is it better. You never feel better after you log off. It's the wildest thing. Why do we keep doing it? I don't know.
Why do we? Well, there it is. So, wow, here we are. So again, welcome to everybody. Well, I think we gave them some productivity.
Sure. Try bite-sized pieces. It was the gist. Just take a bite.
Bite-sized pieces with some amusement interjected into it. Like,
and if you can get a tomato timer in there, if you can just shoehorn in a tomato timer, all the better.
Yep. Well,
Great.
Renee, before we get to our next segment, I just want to remind everybody, if you can, just take a moment right now, head on over to backchannel.tv and hit the leave a review button. Do it right now. You can send us your thoughts on the show. Again, it takes a village. Give us suggestions. If there's topics that you're wanting to hear about, if you want me to wear a different color hoodie every day, great. I was planning on it. We're on the same page. Let us know. Let us know.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, James. Listen, would you listen to this?
What?
We've been doing this for a whole hour.
Whole hour. And look at this.
2.
The reviews are in already.
Yes.
Kobe just left us a review. Kobe said it's a good show. I'll take it. I'll
Kobe.
take it. I love
Kobe.
it. Let's run an
what,
ad.
Kobe?
Nick,
You're
can
a
we
good
get
show.
an ad running on the Instagrams? And it's like, get on up. It's a good show. And that's
It's a good show. Nick's here. Nick's here.
Nick's
back.
busy working on it. He was busy working on it. So thank you, Kobe. We appreciate that. And I think I wanted to say, it should say like, it's like, it's pictures of us. It's like James, Renee, me. And then it's like our morning theme song that we have. If you missed it, don't be here at the top of the show. We both missed it.
We sure did.
But okay. I think Kobe was here. And then it'll be like, I get on up. It's a good show. Kobe
it's a good show.
And then that's the end of the commercial.
Yeah, Kobe, you made it into the title sequence. Grateful. James, now listen, do you start your day checking the news? Are you a check the news?
I don't know if it's necessarily the first thing in the morning, but I do throughout like life. I love blogs. That's my go-to. So when I take breaks, I'm always like, ooh, I check my blog sites, refresh. They're like, you just were here 5 minutes ago.
Can you give any shout outs right now? Any blogs you love?
Yeah, I'm a big into comingsoon.net. It's where you're going to get a lot of I have my finger on the pulse of pop culture and entertainment. Hi, Tugboat. Hello, Tugs. Hi. When it comes to they never do.
Never.
You're like, come do that trick that no, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
I love comingsoon.net. I love the Mary Stu. It does a lot of like pop cultural news from like a feminist perspective. The Roots. It's from news, entertainment, from like a Black perspective, and Vulture. That's pop culture from a snarky perspective. Sometimes they get a little snarky. Snarky. Kobe asked, "How big is the dog? How big is the dog?"
Let's see. Hold on. Can I give you a pick? Hold on. Yeah, move the mic, right? That's the best way to do such a thing.
Well, right now for me, you're frozen, but
no.
I don't know.
Sorry about
Your voice sounds great.
See, tugboat. There we go. Did we get a quick pick? Anybody see the dog? Did anybody see the dog?
I just see you making and this could just be my computer, but it could just making a face. Let's decide face.
Anybody else did see? What do you suppose we do to get that stream working a little bit?
You know what it is? I think that you're such a podcaster that, you're back. Give us the dog, quick. Show me that dog. Okay, show me the dog.
Here comes that dog.
Oh, look at Tugboat showing the backside.
Yes.
Noses angles.
We love it. Right?
Here to see.
We love him. We love him.
Well, we hope.
Okay.
Ask and you shall receive. Here, get on up. Kobe asked, we delivered. We can
do it for you.
Point that out.
We can do it for you. Can I tell you?
Telling us to get us into this next segment. We're in Today I Saw. So we're doing. Kobe said a cute dog.
That's very sweet, Kobe. You're the very, very best. I appreciate you so much. Yes.
Renee, what did you see in the news today? What did you see that's got you that we don't know about?
That I want to talk about? Well, and again, I had 5 minutes ago and I was like, do you start the day with your news? I am not great with massive consumption. So I listen to a podcast called Up First on NPR, 13 minutes. It'll let you know the headlines that you need. And then I go to all cozy news, all cozy, because I am a fragile, fragile being. But I have just a gentle affinity for tech. I love tech stuff. Are you familiar with a convention that they have every year called CES in Las Vegas?
Did not. I was never invited, but
well, no, and neither was I. My very first boyfriend a boyfriend that I had went to Caltech in Pasadena, and so that made me keenly aware of this. But it's called CES. I think it's the Consumer Electronic Show. So every January in Las Vegas, they debut. It's kind of like the Apple debut of just like, here's our latest tech, but it's all tech. All tech of all things happens in Vegas. So I wanted to tell you some of the coolest gadgets that were presented at CES. Would you like to hear them?
I would like to hear, and as Renee lists them, shout out in the comments which one seems interesting to you. If you're like, oh, I like that, or that don't like that, let us know. Let us know.
No,
Don't be mad at Renee though if you don't like it, because she did not make these. She's just reporting the news.
it's just I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what some of the stuff is happening. So one of the things that they are inventing is, you know, that because right now we're having a little bit of like streaming problem. Our Wi-Fi is not being super consistent. So this is something that they've made. It is a router, because you know how the routers have the two little antennas that stick up. Yeah. The router now has the intelligence to turn the antennas towards where you're going so that you get a better signal throughout. I know.
Love this.
I know.
I love this. Does that sound like that would be a good one? Let us know in the comments, y'all.
Now, as someone who is a pet owner, I feel like that's going to scare the bejesus out of pets. Just like this thing that was not moving is now turning occasionally. They're going to lose their mind over it, but I'm going to be happy.
Kobe agrees. Yeah. Kobe agrees. It's great.
Should be great.
Page.
Okay. Yeah. So you got a router who's on your side.
Ordering it right now. Where do I go? CES.com.
CES. I don't think it's on the market just yet. These are just the things. What? I know.
Toying with us.
Now, James, this segment could also be called, how old is Renee? How does she not know what this is?
Get ready to take some guesses. We want to hear from you all. Do we want to play this? Do we want to play this?
Just been brought to my attention what an NFT is. Do you know what those are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Barely. I'm still trying to wrap my head around Bitcoin. Like I get I won't even say like I get the idea of Bitcoin. I'm like, I'm aware that it exists and it's a word that deals with like money. NFT, and correct me if I'm wrong here, get on uppers, because y'all are smarter than me. I believe it's like really, it's like a meme painting that's worth money, essentially. Or it's like a digital painting that you put money into. Really, it's for the black market, for people to do, I think, a lot of illegal shenanigans. It's for people who have too much money and they need to put money in things, and that's what they're doing.
Possibly. The way that it's been,
got a homeless guy sleeping out on the street, and y'all run around buying NFTs.
NFTs? What are you doing, sweet peas? So I don't think you're going to love this next CES thing. But to explain that a little bit more for anybody who doesn't know, but I'm sure you do, it's a non-fungible token. So you can. Yeah. Okay. So you get it. So anyway, one of the things that they're debuting is a TV that showcases the NFT that you bought. So the way that it was explained to me is like, you remember Pokemon cards and how you just wanted one card.
I don't want to yuck anyone's yum this morning, so I'm going to turn my frown upside
down. Yuck it up. This is made to be fun. I think this should be made fun of. Anyway, they've got a TV that's going to showcase your NFTs.
Don't want it. Don't need it. I would, if that channel accidentally came on, I would program my other device to make sure the antenna went in the opposite direction, so it would just fade out. Because I don't want to see it. Like anytime NFT TV comes on, I'm out.
Get out of here.
You are not looking at the future hosts of NFT.
No, you certainly are not. You certainly are not, for two reasons. One, I don't like the classism, and two, I don't understand it. And those are the reasons.
I am curious, did any of our Get On Uppers collect anything like Pogs or Pokemon cards or the Yu-Gi-Oh things or marbles? Renee, did you get in on any of the crazes as a kid on things that people were like collecting and trading? Did you?
Well, yeah, God, you don't want to hear it. This is going to risk our friendship.
Polly Pocket?
No, I didn't collect. What I collected was cast recordings of Broadway shows.
That's why we love our girl. We love her.
Cast recordings of Broadway shows.
Oh man, I love that.
That's how I
Stacy
became
watched
it.
Pokemon.
Aw.
I did not. I think I was like right in the cutoff of like
Okay.
I was in middle school and Pokemon was hitting, and it was just,
Right.
although there were some other things that I would watch that were I was absolutely embarrassed about, but wouldn't tell anybody. But I couldn't get on the Pokemon thing. I think mainly like I don't like trading things or losing.
Right.
Pogs was a thing when I was a kid, and I don't like gambling. I don't like losing. I don't like risking things and losing
Right.
things.
Right.
I didn't, because Pogs, they could take your Pogs if
Yeah.
you Kobe was on the He-Man train. Yes.
Hey,
Also
Colby.
into
Good.
that.
Those are good
I'm
ones.
also
You guys.
curious if
Those are good
you're
ones.
a shout out to this, Kobe. I don't know if you've seen this, but the new He-Man Masters of the Universe by Kevin Smith.
Mhm.
It's perfect. So good, because it also showcases a lot of the other like peripheral characters, a lot of the female characters. Sarah
Nice.
Michelle Gellar, my Buffy, full
Buffy.
circle. Sarah Michelle Gellar
Hey,
voices
Buffy.
Tila in it, so she's she's like a lead in it,
Look at
and
that.
Alicia Silverstone voices He-Man's mom. It's amazing. Kobe said yes, they've watched it. I'm
Love
sure you
it.
love it. It's
That
so
is a
good. Yeah.
90s dream show. That's amazing.
Yes. Well,
I love that.
it really is a continuation and a love letter to the original 80s one. It really does just continue the storyline. It's so good. I think
Incredible.
I want to say it's maybe 12 episodes in total between the two parts. Highly recommend if you're
I got
into
time for that.
He-Man. And the new She-Ra is also a banger. It's super, like, I don't know, there's like queer characters. It's great. We love it.
Right. I love it. James, can I tell you what's going on behind the scenes? My
what is Tugboat doing?
beloved friend Kate has come to take Tugboat. He's going. I know.
Okay.
I know. Thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you.
Oh, look at that. You're just getting you're getting to our lives here. Tugboat. Yeah. I will say, Renee, try not to cry every time little Tugboat goes off to school.
Yeah. Whoa, never. I never will. Do you want to hear what happens? So I'm living in Los Angeles. I'm so sorry, but this is how it works. So if you live in Los Angeles and you send your dog to daycare because you have to work all day long, you don't get to drop them off. There is a bus that picks them up. It's the cutest thing you ever did see. So that was Kate, the bus driver who came to come get Tugboat. And normally what I do is street, but I'm here with you. I'm here with you right now. And Tugboat has not once, not even once, done me the courtesy of a look back as he gets on the bus. It is always, peace, see ya, we had a good run, I live at camp now.
Bye, mom, or bye, lady I used to know, somebody that I used to know. Oh, wow. But I had to say, a bus of dogs is just, that's adorable.
It's real cute. And they all have their little seat belts. It's James, I'll see if I can get a picture at some point. It is adorable. But what you won't see is Tugboat looking back at me longingly. That is not something you're going to see on the bus. No. Okay.
That's fair.
Okay. And then our producer, Nick, just put a very funny wheels on the bus go woof woof. Come on.
I saw. It's so good. Nick just, all the snaps. Nick is just doing it up out there. Is that the bus backing up, Renee? No, please, reporting live, Renee. Is it the bus backing up into your house?
I'm so sorry. Like. No, that's our trash getting picked up. We're not recording live in studio. I'm so sorry. Live from my bussy, crashy home.
It's Ruby Buffy Tuesday, which also means it's garbage day. And so we get to look forward to that every morning at 8:15 on Tuesdays. All right, okay. Renee, can you give us one more tech thing? One more tech.
Yes, you know what? I closed it. I got embarrassed because I thought I told you something that was too bougie, and so I closed the article. Hold on, let me bring it back up.
No, I did not mean to yuck your yum into. I did not mean to yuck your yum that far.
Yucky. It's very yucky and it's very silly. Let's see.
I just had such a passion, anger against NFTs.
No.
So,
wait, okay, I do have it though. I've also come up with a portable projector. So you know how people have a projector screen in their home. So now they've made that small enough that if you wanted to take that camping, if you wanted to take that to a hotel room, if you wanted to take it anywhere, and it works without Wi-Fi. I don't know.
I love that because Doug said yes, just a definitive yes. So Renee, you've won us all back over. Again, I'm sorry that we're projecting our likes and dislikes. You're just the messenger. You didn't make any of these. You're not on the board. But Doug said yes, all
Okay.
in. I'm also all in on this one as well.
Yeah, if you
I
guys
love
wanted
media.
to,
I'm not much of a camper,
Yeah.
but if I get to bring a projector screen with me,
then you might be on board.
in.
Okay.
I'm
And for the audience who would like to continue to read more about this, time.com has just created an article for you, the top coolest things at CES. So you can go read more about it if you want.
Wow, look who's reading time.com. Our
Look who
fancy
Googled
Renee.
CES, and that was the first article that came up.
Like and subscribe. Okay,
Yeah.
so I was gonna give you a sad one, but I'm not going to. But I can tell
Okay.
you what I was gonna talk about.
Yes, let's hear what you were going to
So, and then we'll tell you. Then I'll. This is my clever way of getting two topics in.
do. Let's hear it.
Don't tell the kids.
Oh, no, tell anyone.
So if you ever watch 30 Rock, they talk about how celebrity deaths come in threes. And boy, has it come to fruition.
Oh, boy.
We lost Betty White
Yeah.
right before the new year.
Yeah.
Then Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
And then Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
Just happened.
Boy,
Like,
isn't that okay?
heartbreaking?
Right.
So
Yeah.
heartbreaking. And I'm gonna put a pin in Sidney Poitier. I really love audio books of people that you're inspired by, like Sidney Poitier, like just legendary actor. I mean, this guy, the first Black actor to be nominated for an Oscar and also win. He was involved in like civil rights movement. He was, working with Martin Luther King Jr. Just such a powerhouse and a dynamo, similar to Cicely Tyson. So I did the Cicely Tyson audiobook. Fabulous, amazing. Can't recommend it enough. So I love getting audiobooks of people that like inspire me. And so I have Sidney Poitier. So over the course of our Get On Up journey, just get ready because I'm going to be dropping some Sidney Poitier.
Yes.
Bombs on you. Similar to the Cicely Tyson. I can't remember. I'm not going to bring up that fact. Never mind. Forget I said anything. So here's the actual good news, or just the news that I thought was really interesting. So first of all, I have a question for you, the audience. If the Golden Globes happen, but nobody sees them win, does it really happen?
Did it really happen? Did it really happen? Yeah. That was crazy. That was, why in the world would you continue to do it that way? Just shut it down until you fix who's a member and then try to bring it back with honor. This was the weirdest way to do it.
So to catch everybody up, so the Golden Globes 2022, they did happen. There was a lot of kerfuffle because, remember we were like #Oscars so white, but then we were like, wait a minute, what's going on over here in the Golden Globes? And you look at the membership and it's like all white people and Whoopi Goldberg, like was the membership of like who was voting, right? And so then that's when you get like Emily in Paris, who's being nominated for a Golden Globe because they also invited the Hollywood Foreign Press to come to the set and come to Paris and eat croissants. So, oh wow, they were nominated.
Yeah.
So the Golden Globes is like, we've got some work to do. And then NBC was like, we can't cover you because everyone hates you. So no one would air it. But they still did the Golden Globes anyways. And so they just happened. And a lot of it wasn't televised, but people did actually win. And I want to say it's kind of heartbreaking because this is one of the best, when you look at the winners of the Golden Globes this year, one of the best. And it's like, oh, you should have filmed this because it just had a lot of great, diverse winners. Will Smith won for King Richard. If you haven't seen it, it's on HBO Max. Highly recommend checking that out. West Side Story won, the new one by Steven Spielberg. Renee, have you seen it?
No, I haven't. Can you believe that? I haven't watched it yet. I know. I need to.
Yeah.
I got to get in there.
I went to see it in IMAX. I have to say, I had a friend of mine. I don't think you would co-sign on what she said. I said to her, I saw the new West Side Story. So on IMAX, she's like, but why? The original was pitch perfect. No. Renee, can you fill in for why the original was not pitch perfect?
Oh, for a million reasons, none of it was done properly. Can you believe James, the people that they cast? Why would you cast those people? What are you doing?
Yeah, when you have non-Latinx people, basically, Natalie Wood playing a Latinx person, it was all brown face, so it needed to be redone. The original was like 80 years old. We should do a new West Side Story in another 60, 80 years. Like we should retell. The music is so good. we should want to revisit these stories and retell them again. So
Yeah.
and two of the leading ladies won. So Rachel Zegler, who plays she plays Maria, she won. Fabulous. Also, I'm super excited about this, but Ariana DeBose, she won. She plays Anita, and she is amazing. She is Afro-Latina, she is queer. They actually had better, I would say, Afro-Latino representation in West Side Story than in The Heights, which you know.
Okay, you live, you learn.
Yeah.
You grow.
Oh, and Tim dropping the truth bombs in here as well. Natalie Wood's singing voice was done by someone else. It needed to be redone.
We needed to fix that. We needed to fix it all. I need to go watch it. I am very familiar with Rachel. She's got a rise to fame. She was discovered in her high school musical.
Oh, I mean, yes. And then Andrew Garfield won for Tick Tick Boom, which Andrew Garfield, I love him so much. I think he's so talented. And he's just such an ally. Love him, love him, love him. Tick Tick Boom, so good. Highly recommend Tick Tick Boom. It's on Netflix. It's about, if you love Rent and you love Jonathan Larson, it's a musical.
Or if you love Broadway, the amount of cameos. My goodness gracious.
That Sunday in the Park with George sort of scene. It was just, who's on Broadway? Come on over. Bernadette, get over here. Melissa Rashad, come on into this cafe. Encanto won, obviously, best motion animated picture. It's just so good. If you're watching Encanto, get the tissues. They're ready. Like, it's so good. Family dynamics.
Yeah.
I also want to point out, when we get to one of the really big ones that is just history was made. And this is why I'm like, oh, this should have been absolutely televised, but I don't know how to actually pronounce her name correct. I believe it's Michaela J. Rodriguez from Pose, first trans actor to win. So excited for Pose. And that was their final season. They killed it. If you've not watched Pose, it's so good. Go make that your Ruby Buffy Tuesday treat.
Right.
Although it's heavy, but it's also fun. It's also good. It's about ball culture in the 80s. It's so good. It's just so good. And so it's really great to see that they won. The first trans actor won a Golden Globe. How amazing.
Absolutely incredible. You know what? And now I would like to sort of revise my statement of just wait until you get your committee together to do this again. But maybe this was the way to do it, of just like, hey, yes, we don't need any of the razzmatazz. We're just going to start honoring people properly and earn our way back in. You know what? Forget it. They did it right. I love it.
I also don't know that we actually need to view these award shows. I actually personally just like seeing who won. I don't, they're kind of just long and drawn out. I don't know. I'm on the fence.
You don't like seeing a drunk gladiator from Elizabeth Taylor. You don't love people stuck in the bathroom.
The Golden Globes
you don't
is
love
fun.
Handing a Golden Globe drunkenly to another person who was nominated. Those moments are fun.
That is the fun thing about the Golden Globes, is that it is them just getting drunk at this award show, because it's just casual dinner.
Yes.
I think they just need to continue to do better. And I have to say, this is steps in the definite right direction. So you're doing it well. I just think seeing the winner from Pose, Jay Rodriguez, I would have loved for the world to get to see their speech. This is a Viola Davis exhume the bodies moment, right? This is that Oprah moment. So I don't know. That's what
you really brought a lot of news to the news. Very good, sir.
Just called me Ted Koppel. Ding, ding, ding. We have a new Get On Upper who just joined. I believe Pari is in the house. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
So happy to have you.
Welcome to Get On Up. You are watching Get On Up with Jam and Renee, and your perfect timing, because we're going to our next segment. Renee, can you set this one up?
Oh, I'd love to tell you. Top 5 TV shows. Now, I think what we meant by this is that we're going to tell you what's currently ranking is the top 5. But I'm going to tell you.
Well, no, that's what I meant. Top 5 TV shows of your own personal of 2021. What are your top 5 TV shows of 2021? one.
Okay.
Renee, set this segment up. No,
Yes.
that's not what we're doing.
That's not it at all. I want to do it
I'm a
this way,
monster.
and I respect
I'm
it.
a monster.
And I
I'm the
respect
worst.
it. No.
I'm that kid when you're playing with the toys. I'm like, no, it's not like this. We're doing it like this way.
No. But you have such a good track record of always making it better that it's so easy for me to be like, we're going to do this. And you're like, we're not. I'm like, great. That's because whatever he's got cooking is going to be better. So yes to that.
Not always true.
That sounds great.
That's
It
not
is.
always true. So we
It is.
also want to hear from you and curious, get on uppers. What were your top 5 shows of 2021? We're going to share with you what ours are. What were your top 5 shows of 2021? You do not have to put them in order, but what are some of the ones that stuck out for you? And
Yes.
Renee, what for you?
Can I tell you, it came in at the last second last night. Just watched it. And this does qualify as 2021 because it debuted in December of 2021. So it's a new show on ABC called Abbott Elementary. Have you watched this yet?
Quinta is in it.
Quinta Brunson created it, wrote it, stars in it. And it is all about underfunded schools in Philly, but it is so good and so charming. And the format of it is similar to The Office. So there's a lot of checking with the camera of just like, can you believe that this is happening? But the characters are so well developed. It's so funny. It's also so like, schools are underfunded, and these is what teachers do to bring it's so good. James, it's so good. It's so good. Abbott Elementary, audience, Abbott Elementary, whatever you call out of work today. Be like, I just have to go watch Abbott Elementary. Yeah.
There's
so
only,
good.
I think, 3 episodes out, so you might be back to work sooner than you thought. But
right. Yeah, just it's fine now. But do it. I cannot. And I am very susceptible to somebody telling me that something is good and then being like, it's fine. Everyone told me it was great, and I still loved it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to let you know what the listeners, Renee,
what do they
I have to read to my invalid mother over here. What are they saying on the back channels? Read it to my baby. I don't know why.
I promise I'm there, just nothing's coming up. I'm going to blame technology, not myself on that one.
Tim said that Only Murders in the Building was wonderful.
Ooh, yeah.
Absolutely
Yes.
agree.
So
it
good.
was, and I had to, for me, it was the first, and please don't get mad at me, everybody.
Nobody would.
I didn't get Steve Martin until I saw this show. I was a big Martin Short fan and never understood why he wasn't bigger than what he was. Yeah, I thought he's just so great, and he just captured that my child's heart. But in this one, I was like, oh, Steve Martin was just so wonderful. The murder mystery, Only Murders in the Building. It's on Hulu. Highly recommend too. Stacy threw one at me that I have not, or that I haven't heard of. Monsters Inside Me. They said it's one of the top 5 shows. It's about how you can avoid parasitic infections.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. See, all right. I'll check it out. Again, as a coward, I feel like I might not be able to, but let's try.
Yeah, I think you can do it. So, well, I'm gonna throw a few at you. I love to cheat when we make these lists because I love to cheat. I love to cheat. I'm gonna say all of the Marvel series that came out, and that's one. I'm counting that as one of my top 5. So I'm talking WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, Hawkeye, and What If. I can't pick one of them. All fabulous, no notes. WandaVision, game-changing, Emmy award-winning WandaVision. I will say that.
Okay, sure is.
Generation on HBO Max, short-lived. A friend of mine was one of the writers on it. It is so good. It's like a queer, diverse version of 90210, but funny.
Ooh, check it out.
Yes, it's so good. It's about these queer high schoolers and their hijinks, but it's not. It's sort of a dramedy. Highly recommend. It's on HBO Max.
Okay.
The Saved by the Bell reboot.
So good.
Season 2.
James, I have to tell you that I did not go through my whole list. I just said the first one. So when I go through the rest of my list and Saved by the Bell is on there, just know that it was on there before you said it. I'm not copying.
Wow. Did you do season 2 as well, Renee? Did I get you hooked? Renee, I love you so much. It got even better. Okay, because
yeah, go ahead.
So Renee guested on my podcast, Minority Corner, when it first came out. I was like, Renee, let's watch the first episode. And it's on Peacock. So you gotta hop on over to this other app over there. And I'm just so tickled pink, Renee, that I got you hooked. You're the only other person I know that's watching the Saved by the Bell reboot. It's so good. It's so good. It's right. It's so good.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's so funny. They develop the characters. So the growth of these characters is so incredible. You guys will love it. Even if you didn't watch Saved by the Bell, I think you'll still love it.
Well, because you'll appreciate it, because this show, in one fell swoop, it's able to honor the past and also acknowledge it was wrong. Like, Zach was not a great guy. Like, why they were up to all these hijinks that just didn't make sense. It's commenting on it and looking at the world of Saved by the Bell with 2020, 21, 22 goggles, and it's just so it's so brilliant. Diverse cast, which we know we love. They comment on different things. There's one episode, I don't want to give it away, but the episode when it was career day and Jesse was trying to flirt with the fireman. And so the old cast of Saved by the Bell is also in it, and it's like their kids, and some of them, like AC Slater is the gym teacher, Jesse is the school psychologist, and she was like, she's like, oh, I'll just do what I did in Vegas to flirt with them. And if you ever watch Showgirls, you know what that reference is, and it gets wild. They're like, Jesse, what did you do in Vegas? She's like,
don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. No, it really is. It's just so good. And Slater, they're working on his misogyny in a really beautiful way. And it's created by Tracy Wigfield, who worked on 30 Rock. So it's got the exact same rhythm, the exact same like crazy jokes per minute. It's great. It's just great.
Jokes are so crazy, like, but they're so funny and they're just so wild. I mean, we're not even doing it justice. You're like this. We're just saying how funny it is. You have to check it out. It's better than it needed to be. And it's on both of our lists. That says something.
That's how you know something. That's how you know. Okay, forgive me. You were going on your list.
Forgive me. I cut you off. I thought you just were gonna name one. And I was like, I love how concise Renee is.
Fair, that does track with me. That's what I did for the CES thing. I was like, well, I gave you one. You want more? Oh, hold on. Yeah. So you made a proper assumption. I've got more if you need it. Yes.
Stacey's mom, who's doing your taxes, her favorite show is Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So
there you go.
Yeah. Well, I think when Stacey's mom is, you're doing my taxes and Renee's taxes, we'll put on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the background. Yes. This is not going to be fun for her mom. You and I are watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's doing her taxes.
But, okay, we might want to workshop that a little bit. But it's a good starting point. It's a good jumping point of how we can incorporate both things at the same time. Yes. Where were you? So Generation, Saved by the Bell.
All of the Marvel series. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say Superstore. I watched all of Superstore recently.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu. It's so good. America Ferrera. It's like situational comedy, but it's also it's very, again, the cast is diverse. Like everyone, like they take what you think are traditional like sitcom plots and they go in a much different direction. And it's just it's just so good. And the 6 seasons, highly recommend Superstore. It is so funny. You feel like you're working at that store. And as someone who worked at Walmart when I was 17, I'm like, this is truth. This is true. And they really talk about just like capitalism and the corruption of different things. Amazon comes peeking its head in there. It's just a brilliant satire show with really amazing characters that you've never seen before. And like so many people are represented in that show that you're like, wow, I've never seen someone like this on TV before. And they're hilarious.
I love this. Oh God, I love it so much. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's just enjoyable. It's just like it's like a puffy meringue. I love the other two on HBO. Have you done that to yourself?
I haven't. I've been pitch it to me because I've been seeing it pop on my list, and I'm like, this looks funny, and I just have not made time in my life to watch it.
Sure. So again, the title of the show is The Other Two. So in season 1, it starts out 2 siblings are really struggling in New York. One is a realtor who opens up with her sleeping in the house that she's supposed to be realtoring. The other is a waiter who is struggling and just can't make it, but they're really having a hard time in New York. So there's 2 siblings. They have a younger brother who becomes a Justin Bieber level pop star, just so successful. The mom is Molly Shannon. So
love
you
it.
get a lot of fun with that. And then it's just the other two, the dichotomy of what that looks like, massive success and massive failure, and it's delightful and fun.
Ah,
I love it so much. I love it so much.
well, if you're giving me I trust your taste, Renee,
Okay.
and so if you're telling me to watch it, I'm gonna watch it. I will say that Stacy just really read me. The library's open, or just speaking truth. I won't even say that there was shade on this.
Yes.
Stacy let me know that I need help making time, and that's incredibly true. I am. How did you know? How did you know, Stacy?
Look at
I
that.
need help. I need help making time. I really
no,
do.
wait, hold on. Help me. I'm a little behind. So you need help making time to watch shows? Making time to what?
I think just like in my life, like it's regardless. It's apropos to everything that's going. I just need help making time.
Yeah.
You're right, for all the things, for
You're right.
shows, for friends,
All
for
the things.
baking, all kinds of things. You know, I'd like to bake. I think I don't know.
You'd be great at it. Yeah.
I mean, Renee, I'd be great at a lot of things, but I can't do them all.
Yeah.
I have my last one it's a toss up between Love Life season 2. It's an anthology series.
So good.
Did you watch Love Life season 2?
Yes, of course I did. Yes, absolutely.
It's
Stacey, I don't have
so
trouble making
good.
time. Yes, it's phenomenal.
It stars the guy. If you ever saw what is it? If you ever saw the Good Place?
Right.
The Good Place, the guy who played Chidi, he stars in Love Life season 2. And it's pretty much like all these amazing young Black comedic actors who the writing is so good. It kind of reminds me of like it's like Insecure, but told from like a nerdy Black male's perspective in his journey through navigating.
He's such a good actor. Oh my God, he is phenomenal. You feel it. The writing's amazing too, but I really want to credit his acting. He's incredible.
And what's her face used to be on the Daily. Jessica Williams is in it. Punky Johnson from SNL. Ego from SNL. It's so good. And Doug has a shout out for the show that he was.
What is Doug like?
They were like, this was the show. Squad of Prison Police. I have not heard of this one. Doug, where could we find Squad of Prison Police? Where do we find this? We want to know. I mean, we're not going to wait for you to tell. We can't wait to hear.
We absolutely.
We're on pins and needles, Doug. Right. Doug, you're holding up the show. Where can we see it?
That's not true, Doug. We appreciate your participation. We'll happily wait.
Yeah. There you go.
It'll be great.
Oh, look at that. Doug said you can find that on. That's all. Doug, you're hilarious. Isn't that funny? Doug didn't even say what the next thing is. The anticipation is killing us, Doug. It's killing us.
No.
Toby is into The Masked Singer. I want to watch The Masked Singer so bad. I think I get behind because you've got to keep up with The Masked Singer because otherwise they unmask and they're like, it's Tori Spelling. You're like, oh, dang it. I want to watch the Unicorns performance and I already know it's Tori Spelling. Like,
sure.
Yeah. Oh, Doug says that you can find it on Crime and Investigation Network on DirecTV. Okay. All right.
I'll go check it out.
Satellite. It's time. It's time.
That's perfect.
It's time to get it.
And yeah, let's round out the bin with you know how sometimes you just need your like I want to see something that feels like a grilled cheese and tomato soup. That's what I want that. Then your answer is Queer Eye. It is so comforting. And so maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we'll be okay. Get on into Queer Eye. They just but does that count as a 2021? 2020?
Yeah, I think there was a new season. Oh, because New Year's Day. I'm gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. To quote DMX, rest in power. X gonna give it to you. And I want to thank Stacy for giving me some advice on my schedule. I mean, Stacy, you and your mom are helping me get my taxes and my life together. Stacy said the easiest way I can make time is try to put a little schedule together. This is really good advice. I mean, this is great. Yep. For all the things that I might need to do and then stick to it as a thing. I think if I use Renee's tomato.
Pomodoro tomato. That's fine. Yep.
I think I'll have a schedule and then I'll have my breaks and then I'll, honorable mention, a little series called The Underground Railroad just won a Golden Globe by Barry Jenkins. It's a really sort of, how do I describe this? It's sort of a fantastical show about the Underground Railroad, but like It goes to some dark places, but it's just it's just a really great show. Highly recommend. It's on
Right.
Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Okay, I will. Wait, what's it called exactly?
The Underground Railroad.
Oh, that's easy. Okay, I thought it had something in front of it. Okay,
Nope, and it's about the Underground Railroad, but it's from a very artistic, creative perspective, I guess. Barry Jenkins did Moonlight, just amazing director, writer. Okay,
amazing. All right. Well, I feel like we're set. We got.
I think we're here. We've got
the Ruby Buffy Tuesday. I feel like Buffy element of it. We have a lot of options ahead of us.
We've got, because it's Ruby Buffy Tuesday. So as you all know, or maybe you're just joining us, we named what Tuesday is. Monday, it's, Manic Monday. We're getting into it. Wednesday, it's Humpty Hump Day. Thursday, TGIF. And now we've got our Ruby Buffy Tuesday, where at the end of the day, we treat ourselves to a delicious meal like you would find at Ruby Tuesdays, who is not a sponsor. They should be.
What I would give Ruby Tuesdays. Come on in.
And then you would watch a great show like Buffy at the end of the day. But you've got so many options that we listed, so hopefully you wrote them down. I think I'm gonna get into the other. What is it? The other one? The other
Abbott
child?
Elementary. Oh no, sorry.
No, I'm caught up. I've already seen the first episode of that. But
Okay.
Abbott Elementary is a good one. But I think I'm gonna go with the other kid, the other one, the other brother. It's on HBO.
The other two.
The other two. Yeah.
Wait, but hold on, James. When I got so excited about it, you nodded politely. How do you feel about Abbott Elementary? Did you like it? It's okay if you didn't.
I'm a big no. I'm a big fan of Quinta. I love Quinta. I remember watching Quinta, who's the lead of Abbott Elementary. She was on a lot of those BuzzFeed videos. One of the first ones that she did was oh God, they used to do these ones. It was before people were even really having this renaissance about really openly talking about race and the racial barriers and the systemic racism issues that we have, and using comedy to do it. But there were like things people say to a black girl or something like that, like things people say to black girls, and it's just, she was hilarious in it, and it really got people to think, and it spanned a bunch of spinoff copycats. It was on BuzzFeed when they used to see little videos. I love her.
Most shameless promotion, like, it's shameless. You ready? It has to do with Quinta. It has to do with Quinta. Okay. So I work on Storytime with Seth Rogen. And the very first episode is Quinta and her story of how she got into comedy. And it is magical and amazing. And she's so funny. So sorry to promote the show that I work on, but Storytime with Seth Rogen, the very, very first episode, it's called Glorious Bastards with the ER.
Gonna check it out. I love Quinta. Since we're name dropping here, yes, and she's also on a Black Lady sketch show on HBO. Tim, you and I are so right now. I was literally I literally was gonna bring this up because she's on a Black Lady sketch show with my friend Ashley Nicole Black, who we used to do shows in college. She's been on my podcast. Like, she's a genuine friend. I have her number. We text. Like, you just you feel like you have to prove that you're really friends with somebody.
I need to be very clear that I'm not cool enough to be friends with any of those people. I just think you should listen to the episode because it's good and she's cool. Yeah.
Renee, can you believe it that we are here? Can you believe that we have made it to the final segment of the day? It is our gentle reminders. Do you want to walk us through what we're going to do here?
Sure. Well, first off, you guys, you sweet, sweet sweeties who've been here for the full 2 hours of our very first show. We love you so much. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for watching. You guys are the best. We have the best audience in town. On day one, best audience in town.
Day one. Yeah.
And I'm going to figure out this back channel so I can see what you're saying in a bit.
You're missing the action. So I no longer have to read to you. Right. And they're like, why is he reading it? Like, can't you see it?
Yeah. So I think gentle reminders are just you can start the day being like, this is it. It's a new day. It's a brand new me. And then the trash truck beeps and the emails come in and it just gets you and frustrated. So I think gentle reminders could also be called mantras of just a little something to get you through the day. Maybe something to sort of be like, oh, right, those two weirdos in the morning said this. Maybe that would help.
That is exactly how I know the Get On Uppers will absolutely refer to us, those two weirdos in the morning. Also, I want to give a big welcome to Bernard coming in hot at the last. Better late than never. It's the last, 10 minutes of the show. One thing I love about doing this show on Backchannel, it's sort of like we're doing a show in a brightly lit theater, and we know everyone's got giant name tags. We can be like, "Oh, hey, it's Chandra. Welcome. Come on. We're wrapping up, but come on in." It's great.
I love it.
Welcome,
I love
Bernard.
it. I love it.
Well, what I love is Bernard came in at the right time. He's like, I just want to come in for what's the good advice they're going to give me to help me get me through my
That's
Buffy
exactly
Ruby
what
Tuesday.
you do.
I'm
Yes.
not explaining the joke, Bernard, because you got to be here to get the joke. So, for Buffy
Right.
Ruby
No,
Tuesday.
don't you dare. You did it all right. You got here right at the right time. I do that when I watch TED Talks, is I always fast forward to the last 5 minutes because they're going to put up the bullet point of here's the things we've covered. I just need the last 5 minutes usually. Okay.
Is that your gentle reminder? Just
No.
watch the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, just watch the last 5 minutes of every TED Talk. Yeah. I mean, at some point it probably will be. But today, and this is cheesy, James, but it's also true in that in this rat race of a world, every now and again, I think we all have a coworker who's kind of crummy and mean and bossy, and they get success immediately. And you're just like, dude, come on. But if you watch it for the long game, it never, ever works. So my gentle reminder, being kind works better. It just takes longer. So as you watch people be kind of crummy, just be like, well, that worked for the immediate, but it will not work for the long term. Because we've all had people who are mean to us. Are you going to do them a favor later? No, of course not, because you're mean. But the kind people, you're like, I would help you later. So being kind works better, longer.
I love it so much. And you all, again, Paul, welcome. You just joined us. We're doing our gentle reminders. Renee and I are sharing what our gentle reminders are for the day to help you just when the things start happening, the wheels start falling off the train, you'll have this gentle reminder to remind yourself to get through. And if you all and our Get On Uppers who are out there watching or listening, if you have a gentle reminder that you would like to share with the group of like, what's your motivation for the day or that thing that is going to help you, also feel free to please share, because it's not, Renee and I do not have a monopoly on on advice or mantras. In fact, please give us
how they do it though. So to do that, you just go comment.
Yes.
Stay calm, carry on. And then it'll come right up, right?
Is that how you do it? That is. That's all you got to do. Comment whatever it is that you're going to say. So mine is, I don't know if I'm jumping the gun because tomorrow is Wednesday Wisdom. And I don't know if this is wisdom or just a gentle reminder. But I will tell you this. I have written on my board right above me is the number 85%. And 85% is the amount of effort and energy I'm going to be giving to all things. Y'all just met me, but I have a tendency to give 110% to everything it is that I do. And what that results in is burnout. Because after a while, there's only so much that you can give. And if you think about it, back in high school, the kids who were maintaining that, getting a B on everything, they were enjoying their lives. The kids who were not enjoying their lives, those 4.0, like stressed out, like it's too much, right? And so if you give 85% is enough, I feel, to challenge yourself and leave room for there not to be perfection. I'm a recovering perfectionist myself, and when I'm trying to constantly go for 100%, it doesn't, there's magic that happens when you leave a little room for just, I don't know, the universe to participate, or that random thing when I feel like I'm trying to control and nail something so hard, so perfectly, it just doesn't leave room and I get burnt out. I am stressed. I'm not great to be around. So I'm just dialing it back. So I'm already a lot. I know. I get it. I know who I am. I'm already extra. So if I shoot for 85%, it'll probably still be 90, 95%, but I need to that's my goal. And I just tell myself, when I'm just oh gosh, I should stay up till 2 a.m. to get this thing done. I'm like, no, 85%, right? Can I just
keep it at 85?
Shoot for 85. Yeah.
I like that. I feel like that could also apply to people who are usually at 50. Be like, kick it up to 85. You don't have to go to 100. Yeah.
Just give it a little bit. Just give a little effort. Because again, you're still challenging yourself at 85%. You're still challenging. And then
Right.
you're also leaving room for growth. Like, how am I able to, like, improve it for later? And just, I think you'll enjoy your life more. So that's my thing. I
love
feel
it.
kind of like, I got to tell you, I feel a little vulnerable sharing with you all as I'm like,
I
come
love
watch the show.
it.
And I'm like, I'm going to be giving 85%. I don't want you to think I'm slacking.
No,
It's just-
you're 85 as everybody else is 110. But I am curious, and I know we only have a minute left, but can you give us an example of something that you were inclined to do 110 and you're like, nope, only 85, that you whittled it down
Yeah.
and it still worked out?
Well, I have a constant running to-do list at work at my day job, which I'm about to go switch on over to in a matter of minutes. Thanks for helping me get prepared for that. But like, instead of killing myself to try to like, oh, I got to get this done for so-and-so, or oh, just like, I'm going home. Like,
And did you
leaving
get
it.
in trouble? Did anything bad happen?
We'll find out. I'll let you know tomorrow. This was just yesterday. This is new.
Right.
Check in a couple of weeks. Check in a
Prove that
couple
your
of
method
weeks.
works, but that's fair. We can check down a little bit later.
Renee, we got to get on out. We got the Get On Up kids. They got to get going on their day. That's it. So, well, that is it for us today. We're going to be back with you all tomorrow and the day after that, right here on Backchannel.
Sure. And if you're like, well, I found it, but now I don't remember how I do it. Here's what you do. You just say to your device, open Backchannel between 7 and 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will be here Monday through Friday. Get on up. Open Backchannel. Jam and Renee. Right here.
Yep, that's it. And Nick, thank you. Big shout out to Nick, our producer, who is behind the scenes, making sure all of this happened. Thank you to Nick. So good. That was great. We did it, Nick. Show 1.
We did it.
He knows how to
No
spell
problem.
meringue. He
Little
knows how
chaos.
to
There
spell
it is.
Stick around, you
There
guys,
was no
because
chaos.
the Anthony Davis show is next. So make sure that you guys roll into that. And any final parting words before we jump out of here, guys?
Wait, say that again. What's coming up next?
Anthony Davis show.
Okay. Oh, fun.
The Anthony Davis show. Great. Oh, awesome. Look, we're learning here with y'all. Well, thank you all for watching. I am James Arthur M.
And I'm Renee Colbert.
And got on
up.